All right, welcome everybody. Happy Sunday for wherever you are in the world. It's good to connect with all of you. Sending you so much love. We had that powerful activation on Tuesday, Summer Solstice. I think it was Tuesday, maybe it was Wednesday, kind of a blur. A lot of energy was coming in, a lot. And I really want to connect with all of you to integrate it and also share you some photographs from the Arctic that Debashri sent so we can connect into the energy. So it seems like people are all just kind of popping in from Copenhagen. That's where I'm headed on Tuesday myself. Fabulous. All right. Let me share my screen. Okay, so we all got together for the summer solstice. It was amazing. I hope you really felt the incredible energy. As you know, the egg traveled from the base camp in Mount Everest with Debashri and then into the Norway region and into the Arctic Circle. And the day that we did the activation, this is where she was with the egg. So she took a little zodiac boat off of the larger vessel. Apparently it was quite cold and wavy, and she was concerned that everything was going to get wet, but it worked out, at least for a moment. And this is her headed there, and all the whales came. So there were whales everywhere, and I've been able to DM her a little, but still spotty with reception. So I haven't gotten the full story, but she said there was lots of magic and that the whales were there. And this is the egg in the Arctic Circle as it's being prepared to be dropped. And this is some of the crystals of the platonic solids that were gathered that Matthias gave to her in Svalbard before she went off to the Arctic Circle. And this is the image of one of the cards in our light deck. It's the sacred sight card that's blown up. And this is the egg dropping in and the work that we're doing for the planet. And here's the egg. This is another card that's represented, one of the codes that we did, the Ascension timeline code, where we worked with the Göbekli Tepe portal that is in Turkey. If you haven't taken the Ascension timeline code, it's a very powerful code if you're interested in working with portals and star beings and connecting in a bigger galactic way. It's a very powerful code. We've completed it, but it's available if you want to listen to it. And then these are her drawings of what happened. So she's an incredible artist on top of everything else. And this is her rendition of the egg falling down into the water. And here are all of the whales and the rainbow light. So what we're going to do today, do you guys remember, I assume most of you who are on the call today were there for the summer solstice, and if not, that's okay. That there were these pyramids that we received on our hands and our feet and our heart and our crown. They're very powerful. And let me stop sharing my screen for a moment. And these pyramids are very powerful activations that we received as gifts from the elders during the solstice. And some people have reported that they can still feel them on them and around them. And what I want to do is anchor them in even deeper today and really just do an activation to feel them more and expand them as we're expanding our light body. And that's why I channel every week different light codes, and we go through the light codes, because ultimately what we're doing energetically from the biggest perspective is we are clearing away and releasing old dense energy that's been accumulated from many lifetimes, including this, that may be based in trauma and old belief systems. And some of the codes are really about that deep clearing. And then we always go into a lighter code that's about really activating the light. So we've done so far 14 light codes, and those of you who've been with me through the whole process, it is quite the journey. I'm sure you can all attest to that. The next code that we do will be the freedom code, and that's about where anywhere in your life you don't feel free. Don't feel free to do the work that you want. Don't feel free to be in the relationship you want. Don't feel free to speak your truth, to be authentic to who you are. Anywhere in your experience where you're just not feeling free and you're making decisions still based in other people's expectations, what it is that you think you should do, and the energy of making decisions out of fear instead of love. So it's going to be a powerful process and light code. It'll run 2 weeks, and it begins on July 9th. And I think it's discounted right now, and then it'll go back to the normal price. It is, sometimes we have these ideas that are so ingrained in us through the collective consciousness, and we're so brought up with it that we don't even remember sometimes that there's other options that we have, that there's other ways to look at things, that, and I know that born out of the freedom code, sometimes people say, well, I want to be a sovereign being, and that there's others maybe controlling me. But you can only be controlled by another if you believe in the vibration of being a victim. And so when you really begin to move into your full power in the remembering of your own divinity, nothing can actually control you, because you're not seeking for the answer somewhere outside of you to fix and to figure it out. But there's a deep knowing and remembering that everything you are searching for ultimately resides and always has within. And so the light that we received at the solstice, that was so beautiful, that came in, I really want to expand upon it today. I want it to grow, and I want you to really feel it in your body and practice working with your light body on your own to strengthen it, like strengthening your Merkaba or anything like that, and just getting it stronger and stronger and clearer and clearer. And every time we do another light code, that happens. And sometimes people are like, well, I want to do the fun light codes, like the Lemurian one or the light language. Light language is coming up in August, and that's all amazing. But you cannot do a spiritual bypass where you just like put on top all is good, all love and light's all fine, without clearing that in which is still dense in the physical and the emotional body. Because it's until the emotional body really is in full balance that we're not able to expand the light body to where it is that we want to go. So that's just a little brief synopsis of where we're headed in the next couple of weeks, and through the summer will be the freedom code and the light code. And if you want to delve into all the codes with the community and us, the best way to really do that in the most affordable way is to do the membership, because that gives you access to every code we've already done, such as personal power and self-love and the DNA and healing and miracles and all of that. And it also gives you an opportunity to move forward with us. Okay, that's everything about the light code. So let's drop in today. And remember when we did the activation for the summer solstice, I had this little pyramid, and it's no big deal, but I wanted to show you the size that the beings were talking about. Remember when they placed something on our hand, and it was the base of the pyramid is facing your hand, and it was on the head, and so it was hitting the crown. It was on our heart, on our back, and at our feet, as if this is your foot, and the point is going into the ground. Those are the energies that we want to focus on. We want to grow, we want to expand, and then we want to open the heart, and we want to get this rainbow fractal light energy moving. And spend some time in the next coming weeks. For those of you who did the Lemurian dolphin code, you've already tapped into the dolphins and the whales, but if not, on your own, please try to do that and feel their power and their energy. They're so magnificent and beautiful. The joy that comes from the dolphins and the power and the support that we receive from the whale, and just feel their energy and invite it in to support you as they move around us and come in and help us activate this, because they have a vested interest in us as a collective human race waking up, so that they are not finding themselves in some of the situations, sadly, that they do. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to begin to channel. Casey, do you have anything, honey, you want to add about the Freedom Code coming up?
I think you covered it pretty well, but I think it's going to be an amazing opportunity to go deep into all of the things that are keeping you from having choice. And freedom is ultimately all about choice. And so we'll really be diving into that this week. And so that's all I wanted to say.
Okay, thanks, sweetheart. Sounds like a plan. All right, I'm going to turn off my mic and bring in Raphael, and we'll see what comes up, and I'll see you at the end. Oh, and just so you guys know, we are doing the drawing for the Raj on August 8th on the Lion Gate. So don't worry, that's coming. Oh, hello.
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 Hello. Hello.
Hello.
We're very delighted to be here at this time and to attune to all of you and your energy, in great appreciation for your willingness to anchor in so much light into the core of the earth, and also the interconnectedness through the unified field within your own beings during the solstice, as you connected to the galactic core of all that is. And with that, there were many energies that were present, and due to the fact that this portal is still open, although the vibration and the intensity is not as much as it was, there is still opportunity to continue to anchor in, to feel, to expand upon, to emanate the light that was received. And so we are wanting to attune to that today with a small activation. It is perhaps that there is something in which you're wanting to ask. Is that so?
No, we're excited for the activation today. And if we're going to ask anything, it might be about what do people have to expect about the Freedom Code, and how does that relate to the activation we're about to do today?
Well, it is that you are breaking apart the energy that has descended and been a part of your collective thinking through the summer solstice energy that has blanketed your planet. And this energy is deeply based in a vibration that feeds on the emotion of fear. And when you begin to release this emotion by being sovereign in the understanding of your own self and being, then that vibration that has blanketed, or that grid of energy that has hovered around the globe, that has held you in a certain paradigm or way of being that arrived and is connected to the hierarchy of all that is, dismantles itself. And so there is a recognition from your perspective that many of those structures, whether they be education or finance or government or religion or any of these things, or medical or food are beginning to dismantle themselves, to deconstruct themselves. And this is the breaking down of this collective amnesia in the awakening to self, but it requires a lot of courage in stepping into who it is that you are and the remembering of your ability to take full responsibility as the creator of all that is. And so this paradigm shift is a very it can be can bring up a lot of old energies where war arises, where conflict arises externally in environments and situations that propagate a lot of fear, but also wars within your own self, dialogues within your own mind. And the freedom of that is the releasing and moving back into the point of this remembering. And so the energy then becomes dismantled in a sense, and more light is able to emanate from you, meaning a higher vibration is available, and then your capacity for creation moves at a much faster rate. And so all of this will be addressed in a recognizing and a putting a spotlight particularly on each individual's human experience, as where unconsciously they are still giving their power away, they're still meeting the needs of others when it is not in alignment with their highest self, when they get caught and stuck in something because they're afraid to make a move or to do something else, and that they make decisions based on the vibration of fear of what they will lose rather than moving in a direction of what it is they are wanting to gain. And so all that will help in a releasing of that is not only deeply beneficial for the individual as they are collectively interconnected around the globe to one another, but it is a deep support in the dismantling of this blanketed amnesia or energy. We don't like to call it something, label it necessarily as negative, but energies that hold others in a pattern of control that they are unaware of, where they are operating in a state that is of conformity that arrived from a particular programming of receptive energy and information that keeps things what appeared to be humming along just fine. And yet those systems are being revealed, or being there's a revealing and an unfolding, a seeing, an awareness of a deep sense within them that is not necessarily based in a vibration of creativity, of joyfulness, of playfulness, of abundance, of interconnectedness, of community, of all of those things, because it is operating from fear. And so all that is deeply interconnected into the web of the expansive light that you have received recently, in order for it to dismantle more of it, for more light to be turned on.
Thank you, Raphael. And so can you help us now activate our light bodies to integrate all of this light that we're going to be receiving as we turn this on?
Oh, yes. Taking a nice deep breath, inviting everyone to close their eyes, coming into the presence of the here and now, bringing your awareness to the beings of light that were present and are still present during the activation. This is for you to tune into your own skill sets, to amplify and to bring your senses and your awareness online more and more as you tap into these energies and become familiar with them, more awakened and aligned with the reception and the receiving of their light, as they are here to support you and yet at the same time are a part of you. Begin to sense and feel as they are descending energetically with your permission to where it is that you are. Begin to notice if you can feel the elders, the beings of light. They are very tall and luminous. They often carry the color blue. There may be others that are arriving here to support you that may present themselves in a type of archetype of some sort, sometimes clothed in that of a great goddess or being of light, carrying all the consciousness of a very high divine frequency based in the vibration of love, and yet appearing in ways with specific energies that support different aspects that are needed for each individual at any given time. Noticing their energy as they stand around you, connected to the stars, and also anchoring in to the breath of the Great Mother. Feel and sense them around you. There are 12 for everyone here. Feel as if you are in the center of a circle. In the center of the circle and grounded into the earth, around you are these beautiful beings of light. Take a nice deep breath in and begin to sense their warmth, their gentleness, and their wisdom. You know them so very well, for you have been with them before. You agreed to come and to be here on earth during these times of great change, and there is this knowing within you that you decided to connect with them and to feel their energy as they are your family. For some of you, it may feel like a reunion of sort, a deep sense of welcoming and warmth, for they are so happy to see you and they love you so much. They realize you are still in some state of forgetting, that you may not fully be able to sense or feel them, but they are here nonetheless with you. Keep opening your heart and taking a nice deep breath, feeling their energy. Notice that they are lifting their hands, and coming out of their palms are rainbows of light. These energies that are coming out are very healing, and they may turn a particular color that is supportive for you right now. Just feel all this light coming to you. There might be something going on where you need healing, or you have a project to do, or you want to create something. Whatever it may be, they are here to assist you right now. Just let go, letting your jaw drop and your shoulders fall. Just letting go, letting your mind come into the presence of now as your eyes are becoming heavier and heavier, opening up a spaciousness, letting go and bringing down your guard, and opening your heart to the receptivity of this beautiful light that is pouring in all around you and toward you, bombarding you and infusing you with a very high frequency that is vibrating at something unknown to now. This vibration is stimulating your mitochondria, creating healing in the body. Notice where it wants to go and allow the energy to move through your body, seeing its rippling effect and its quantum healing, expanding in any place that is dense or discordant, moving into the cells and the tissues and the organs, as you are simply here right now, just allowing yourself to be in receiving of this beautiful light. You might look down energetically and notice that beneath you there is a blackness, like a void of nothing, looking into the emptiness of space. You are floating now in the nowhere void of the great emptiness, the place of creation itself, where all is born and formed, aware that there is a galaxy of energy like the Milky Way spinning in its beauty beneath your feet, as if you look into the vastness where the stars are, and yet there is a movement moving in a clockwise direction. But you are suspended in this energy, becoming aware of all of the space in front of you and behind you, below you and above. Bringing your awareness above you, there is emptiness as well. Dark, empty space in the spaciousness of nothing, where there is a spinning vibration occurring and moving quite rapidly, as if a spiral is above you in the dark night sky. You're surrounded now in this emptiness, and yet the Sirian beings and elders of great wisdom and love surround you as they float in this emptiness, bombarding you from their palms and hands. All of this light. Allow this light to just come toward you and to allow it to move through you, knowing you are receiving it. As you are doing this, you are nowhere and you are nothing in the emptiness of all that is, in the blissful feeling of just being. Conscious of this now, bring your awareness to the whales. They are beneath you. Feel their power. Feel how large they are. They are swimming in this empty void space beneath you, surrounding you and swimming in a spiral like a circle. Sense their energy. They are here to support you and to love you. Just feel their presence. They are here right now with you. Notice them. Notice their energy, for they have come from the stars. They are reminding you that you have come as well. They carry within them many codes, and as they swim around you, the vibration of these codes begins to move into your field at the same time as the light coming from the elders. You are just swimming now in the spaciousness of light that is emanating everywhere. Aware of this now, moving into a deeper state of consciousness, remembering that your own subconscious knows everything and is aware that you are a galactic being, much more expansive than the mind has boxed you into a particular reality. Connecting with this vibration now, bring your awareness to your heart. If you are wanting, you can place your hand on your heart, and in doing so, start to be conscious of the pyramid of light that was placed on your heart. Feel and sense this structure. It was made from a crystalline energy that is not of this world, that is very powerful. It has the capacity to heal and to love in a way in which you have never known before. It was gifted to you by the elders during the summer solstice, and we are here to bring your conscious awareness to it. Just sense the pulsation of this pyramid of light by your heart, and as you become aware of it, allow it now to move forward as if it is moving away from your heart 2 or 3 inches, or maybe 4 or 5, or even more. And as that is happening, the space between your physical form and the base of the pyramid is being flooded by rainbow light. Just allow that light to come in and know that you are expanding your heart center and allowing this crystalline light to grow. As it is growing, it is just suspended there in the space. It is just there, vibrating with information and codes that are becoming available to you to access now, that will support you on your journey to bring more joy and more bliss, more clarity, more understanding, more purity and perception, the ability to love and to connect in a heart-centered way with another who mirrors that light back to you, the connection of expanded abundance and the spaciousness of an awakened conscious state based in compassion. Just allow that energy to expand as you bring your awareness now behind you. There is another pyramid that was placed during the summer solstice that is there. Allow it to move now as if it is moving away from your back, and it is moving out 2 to 3 to 5 to 8, or even a foot if you would like. Sense this energy moving out and the space between your body and the base of the pyramid flooding with this light. This energy is growing and expanding now. And as it does so, it is beginning to form a new energetic field around your whole body. Bring your awareness now to your feet. Feel and notice the tingling in them, connecting to your feet and aware of the pyramids there. Feel their vibration and the wavelengths moving through them, the crystalline structure within them that has been gifted to you. This energy now is going to drop quite a bit. It's going to move down now as strings of light come from the center of your foot, connected to the base of the pyramid, dropping down from the spaciousness where you are as it descends through the North Pole and the spiraling energy and into the beautiful earth. You are grounding now into the earth itself and feel beneath you the ground. Do not worry, these pyramids can go through water, bedrock, mountains, ice. Any element or formation in your sphere is compatible with their vibration as they move very rapidly through these corridors down deeper. This is grounding you into the earth, connecting you with the core of its light and attuning you to a higher ascended state where the earth is moving into 5D. Just allow yourself to ground into that and notice the flooding of rainbow light coming in between where you are and however deep your particular pyramids chose to descend. This light now is moving and swirling around you from your heart and your whole lower body toward your feet and below to the anchor point of where you are. Bringing your awareness now to your crown and to your forehead, aware of the pyramids of light that are there. You can begin to move your energy and your conscious awareness to your crown, allowing the pyramid to move upward as the point is going up through the dimensional access of many dimensions. You can move up just a few inches for now, or if you feel more comfortable, you can go quite a bit, knowing that this is a lot of light you are receiving, and allow it to only go where you feel comfortable. As the base of the pyramid ascends into higher realms, there is a flooding coming in of fractal patterns and rainbow light that is moving through this spaciousness, and it is emanating through your auric field. As it does so, it begins to merge with the rainbow light around the heart center, the whole body, and into the earth. Bring your awareness now to your third eye, and on your third eye is this pyramid of light. Allow the pyramid to move outward in front of you, having it go forward as many inches or even feet that you feel comfortable with, stimulating the pineal gland now and opening up the passage and doorway for more clarity and understanding. Images may start to flood into you now. If you're curious at this moment of something in which you are seeking an answer to, where you are looking for clarity in a direction or an answer that is yes or no, or something of importance, you can intend that an image appears now because this space is more open and you have greater access to higher dimensional frequencies, giving you a connection to what is in alignment for your highest self and good, allowing the imageries to appear and allowing yourself to be in receiving of whatever is approaching or coming in. As this is happening and you are focused there, we are just going into the back of the head and allowing the triangle or pyramid of sort to move outward now as the flood of colored light moves in. This is happening and creating an oval shape. You are inside the oval shape, similar to the shape of an egg. This energy is pulsating with so much light, and this light is turning on your DNA. Feel the torus fields around your DNA awakening. Feel the light in your body getting stronger. With this, you feel more youthful. You have more energy. Your body is calibrating to wholeness. I am whole. I am healed. I am whole. I am healed. This energy is floating into your emotional body, bringing a sense of peacefulness, a sense of calm and bliss, a deep remembering that everything is in divine order and it is unfolding exactly as it is meant to be, and that you can simply allow it to unfold as it reveals itself to you. A deep releasing of your need to control or to hold on to fear or anxiety as the energy washes through and is absorbed this back into the wholeness of your unified field. Choosing and remembering that you have free will. Remembering that you get to choose joy. You get to choose love. You get to choose to feel everything and allow it to be. Even that you label as pain or suffering or grief, you're here to feel all of it and to love all of it as it is part of your human experience. Yet you can do it from a new witnessing perspective where you release attachment to it and it just is the observer of all of life, the embracing of everything, the witness to the joy of the remembering that you are the master creator, and that all that is unfolding in your master creation is a divine plan that is there supporting you in your evolution, waking you up to your deep remembering of your own divinity. This light is speeding this process up. This light is expanding in and through and around you. And it is that the whales and the Sirian Elders have created a space for you to simply be held in this light. Feel it now. It might be swirling around you. You can bring it into a harmonic convergence of energy now. Begin to be aware that these rainbow lights coming out from the top of your head descend down to the bottom of the pyramids beneath you, but they arch, and as they are arching, they're creating an orb-like structure. These arches are connected at different points. Breathing in and arching and connecting as we are doing this for you, as if we are sowing the light around you. The Sirian beings and the different elders are moving, beginning to fly, flying around you and coordinating these different patterns. These different patterns are being turned on as if they are plugging you back into a circuitry of something you have been unplugged from. This circuitry is that of the crystalline grid that interconnects all of the different webs of life, reminding you that you are never separate from anything, nor have you ever been, for that is simply an illusion. Everything is connected to you, and you are connected to it. And in the remembering of that, you love everything, and you love yourself, for they are one and the same, and they cannot be fractal patterns anymore, unifying them into the whole, aware that the whales are connected to you. The words that you speak, the actions, the things that you do, it affects them. The vibration that you hold and the decisions that you make. And it is the same for them. The love they carry within them and the work that they do as they travel through the sea affects you, for you cannot be separated from them, nor can you be from the earth in any way, whether it be the worms or the birds or the flowers or the bees, the butterflies or the waves, the apples or the trees. All of it is you, and everything about you and them are interconnected through a unified field that cannot be seen with the eye. But as this activation is stimulating the light in and through your body, it is opening a deep inner remembering of this connection. You see, there is light that comes off of you, and it connects like little strings, in a sense, to everything. When you are talking to a person, there is a connection of light that connects to them. And when there is a hungry child on the other side of the world, whether you know them or hear their cry or have a sense of them, there is a string of light that connects you to them, and they are connected to you, for you each feel each other. So whenever there is a war or someone suffering or some type of deep pain or violation of someone, it is felt on some level. You have numbed yourself from this and created a sense of an illusion that you are separate from one another, and that keeps you held in a certain matrix of sort. But that matrix is loosening as you are remembering that as you hold compassion for the embodiment of all that is, with generosity and love in your heart, that those in which you have different opinions and different ways of thinking, that you find compassion for them. For them too, there is a string that links and connects you. And as you are able to expand your heart and fill it with compassion, they instantly feel that, and healing ripples through the planet. There are beings such as yourself who are doing this work right now. And in doing so, it is dismantling the old structures and new ones are being born. These new energies are here. And as the children arrive through the portals of light, who are emanating at a different frequency, they are here to bring balance and harmony back to the earth. This is a choice that will be made by many, and you are choosing to participate in this. This is up to you to create now. Heaven on earth through a willingness to experience and love everything, embodying all that is and knowing that it is all part of you. In doing so, you will notice a sense of peace within you, a sense of deep remembering. Remember now. Remember who you were before you were in this body, tapping into the vastness of that, sensing and remembering the pulsation that came, the signal or calling and choice to expand beyond that and to spiral through the core into the density in the illusion of the human form as you get to spiral back up in the lightning and the remembering that it is all a part of you. This is why you are here. And there is nothing that you can't experience, feel, create, or do. You are a master creator. Being now in that light as it moves through and around you, sensing all of the support from the earth, the support today from the whales, the support from the star being, the support from myself as Archangel Raphael. For as you sense that pulsation, that calling to come to earth, I too am called. At any time you call upon me for healing or prayer or love or clarity. For it is my pleasure, my joy comes from being of service to humanity, to remind you of who you are, to place a mirror in front of you so that you may see the divine energy, the spark of light, the love that radiates through you as I see you. Mirroring that back to you, may you feel whole and joyful, healed, alive, free, and well. You are held now in this higher frequency, and you may maintain it by continuing to bring your awareness to it. Continuing to choose love, continuing to open your heart in compassion, continuing to serve from a generous heart, continuing to zoom out your perspective to see the larger view. All of that and more. Just be now in this energy, aware of who you really are in your expanded self. As the pulsations are happening and the waves of crystalline light are moving through you, know that you are loved. Know that you are worthy. Know that it is your birthright to feel abundant in every way. Trusting in your own divine guidance. No longer needing to seek outside input. You are everything you are looking for. It has always been there within you all along. You are in now a sphere of light, a rainbow of colored light. Sensing now the beings, they have formed a structure and it is solid. They're slowly going to let go and begin to return from where they came. As they do so, you simply can hold this structure in form by at any time invoking it. I am a crystalline being of divine light, held in a sphere of love. And I choose to remember who it is that I am at all times, embracing all that is as I unify it into oneness within my heart center. And so it is. Every code that is activated within you through your willingness to remember emanates more light in your being, and therefore not only creates deep resonance of healing within you, but within all. Much gratitude for your willingness to take time to remember the power that resides within. Many blessings for now. Just taking a nice deep breath, breathing in and letting go. Just feel the light around you. These pyramids of light, their tips hook into different aspects of the grid around the globe. And the work that you are doing is lighting up all these places all over the world. And it is making a big difference. Thank you. All right, everybody. Thank you for popping on today, expanding that light even more from the summer solstice, anchoring it in stronger. Really appreciate it. Good to see everybody. I see you, Natasha. I don't know if you're where you are. All right, and Rita and Maria and Lucy, everybody, thank you so much. All right, everybody have a beautiful Sunday. I'll see my IM members in the morning. And if you want to do the Freedom Code, go for it. Start to tap into the work we do. It's good stuff. All right. I love you. Mwah. Bye, everybody. Here, I'll unmute you. There.